Hello and welcome to episode 15 of our Prison Architect $1 Million build series here. Day 99 of this prison. And once again, we are back in our super maximum security area here, desperately trying to figure out how to solve our violence problems. So, we'll go ahead and hit pause real quick, take a look at our stats here, just for our supermax guys. And the biggest need these guys have is the luxuries. And I thought we could solve this by opening a shop. But thanks to all of you in the comments, as always, for providing some very helpful insight. Apparently, when they made this game, they decided to allow a minimum room size that was insufficiently large to allow the room to operate. I don't know exactly all the details behind it, but I think the gist of it is that every employee working in the shop has to have 12 tiles of space for the building to function, the room to function, and you have to have a minimum of 2 guys, so you have to have 24 tiles. This says 24, but I don't know if it's working, so you know what? We'll just go ahead and build another wall here and expand this out one more square, see if that helps at all, because they're not really doing too much of anything in here. And another thing that we need to fix, just, I guess in general, is the hygiene. Now, right now it says this is very low, but there's 5 that are furious they can't meet the need. And I think it probably has something to do with the laundry, as many of you have posited in the comments. So we're probably going to need to have a new laundry facility on this side of our prison complex, because we have the insane sack over here, and then we have these guys over here in Supermax, and we want to have more Supermax, so we know we're going to have some more stuff going on here. So I think what we might want to do is actually get rid of one of these visitation rooms. Just completely get rid of that, and then turn this into a laundry. And of course hire the requisite employees to deal with that. So that'll be one of the things we fix, along with coming over here to our maximum security area. And see, this shop is I guess technically 24 squares, but it doesn't seem like they actually ever do anything here. So maybe we want to make this a little bit bigger. Maybe we leave it alone. Maybe we just give these guys all birds in their cells to give them their luxury needs. I don't know. We'll see. But clearly the hygiene issue is not being helped by the fact that they just keep breaking everything. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If you notice the game running a little bit slower, it's because I am currently away from home, recording this on a laptop in a spare bedroom while I'm out. There's some downtime visiting family here, so it's not going to be quite as good as the other videos in terms of game performance. But stick with me here. We still have a lot of stuff we want to get done. Want to make sure everything is a-okay. Another thing you guys pointed out was that I put the pews in the chapel in incorrectly. They are facing the wrong way, so we are going to fix that. We're going to make sure those get turned around and get everything all hunky-dory here. Alright, so this room has been more or less cleared out. We're going to rezone it as a laundry. Easily right here. And then make sure we have this set as staff only. There we go. Very good. And then we just have to pop in laundry machines and all sorts of other fun stuff. Now it's not letting me place... Why is it not letting me place the laundry machine? There we go. Oh, I was hovering over the touchpad. See, that's the problem. That's the problem with doing stuff like this. But we'll put all these laundry machines in there. Give them some laundry baskets as well. And then ironing boards galore. Make sure we have enough janitors to take care of all this stuff. And we should be okay. We'll just do our small ironing boards in a couple of different locations here. 5 of those should be adequate for right now. And then all we have to do is just get that hooked up like so. And then of course these machines are all going to have to be hooked up to the water as well. And that'll be a nice and easy thing for them to take care of. Alright, so that's going to be a whole thing. We've got janitors that keep getting stabbed for some reason, so let's go ahead and get 11 more of those guys, get up to 40. Dog handlers killed 3 of those too, so we'll just make sure we restock our guards. Guess they keep getting removed. There we go. Cooks as well, should have 50 of those. I believe we are all good to go, so we'll leave that alone for a little bit of time. And then see exactly what we're going to be able to get done here. Put this on turbo mode, see if the game can handle this on this this other computer here. But we'll let these guys do what they've got to do to expand. And then, of course, we will get these other walls removed, expand this, see if that helps. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know, but I figured it would be worth a shot. And these areas are all marked as Supermax only, so I don't know why there was an insane set guy in here unless he became insane. And then had to figure something else out. Number of you also said that there's not enough drains and that they're mad because stuff is flooded. Well, oh, hold on, we got violence occurring in here. Well, I heard the taser. Ah, there we go. All right, so that's not gone swimmingly well. But if you have ever used a communal shower, you know that there's not drains everywhere and there's just going to be water on the floor. That's how it goes. That is a function of the design of a large group shower. So, I don't know. Maybe we should put some more in. Maybe we shouldn't. I'm tempted to just kind of leave it alone as is right now and just kind of go along with the flow here. This wall was also supposed to be gone, so we need to make sure they come and get that out of there. But we can go ahead. We can find our shop, if I can remember what the alphabet is, and then expand stuff here. Okay, it says the guy's working here. We got Tim working. He's volatile and fearless. And he's working in the shop. Alright, so yeah, we got 2 guys working in here now. Alright, well, if anyone's going to come buy anything, I don't see them lining up to come grab anything out of the shop, so maybe they don't care. To that end, let's also check here. Okay, we got guys working. All right. See if anyone actually comes to buy things, and they're walking up to it. Huh. All right. Yeah. Okay. He's holding like a bag of chips or something. I don't know. So he's got his luxuries. Stuff seems to be doing reasonably well. Can't really find any complaints, honestly. So maybe that's gonna help. Hopefully. Well, at any rate, the laundry is working. I don't need 2 guards posted in the laundry anymore. In fact, I probably don't need any if it's, you know, staff only. The staff are gonna have keys to that. You know what? You know what is they don't have a jail key. All right. You know what? You know what? I'll just assign a guard in here. Why not? That'll just make it easier. Because I don't feel like replacing the jail door with anything else. So as long as these guys can, you know, take care of all the laundry needs, we'll go ahead and get this shop expanded into the corner. There we go. All right, very good. I never noticed the music coming from these before. That looks like that is improving. We take a look at our danger. Luxuries has become a little bit less of an issue. Hygiene, I see, is still very low. So I don't. Maybe it was just a thing where on the other computer in the playthrough we had something built up that just needed to get reset for fresh install the game. I don't know, but you remember before this was way up. It was a huge problem. So I guess probably the biggest and best test of that, I cannot see if that is AM or PM because it is a very small thing. I guess the game might actually be running at 4K, which would explain why the bad frame rate, but I'll have to play with that later on. Hold on, what happened to the gym? Paul, what are you doing, man? Did you try to fight the boxing ring? You're supposed to fight in the boxing ring, not fight it at the boxing ring itself. All these things to constructively take your anger out on, and you choose to, you know, destroy them instead of bettering yourself. Very telling. Anyway, let's put these pews back in. the correct way. We should be able to see the little pockets on the back where they keep the Bibles and all that stuff. Come on, click, please. Thank you. Just put those two in there. That should work reasonably well. Alright, so it is nighttime. And yeah, we aren't really having as many problems. Obviously, family's still a big one. That's something that would be kind of alleviated with the help of the phones and the video call booths and mailrooms and stuff. So maybe the Supermax needs a mailroom. Maybe they just need the pet birds. Who knows? But they do have phones. They have phones, and they are being monitored with the phone tap, which hopefully is going to yield some other fun stuff for us. Another thing we want to get to eventually is getting this prison to 500 prisoners, but we have kind of deliberately not kept this thing completely full because of all the violence that's been happening. So we kind of want to monitor that. Now, recreation shouldn't be an issue because we have so many other opportunities for these guys to, you know, do whatever they want. I don't see hygiene being a terrible need now. It is the middle of the night. It doesn't seem to want to go terribly fast, which is, I guess, going to be a little frustrating. But honestly, the luxuries haven't really gotten that much better. And I don't want to get like 300 pet birds, because that, I think, would be like the next big thing that these maximum security guys would need. Take a look at this. Like, basically, their only extreme need right now that is widely a problem is luxuries. Everything else, like hygiene, obviously when they wake up, they're going to take a shower. But outside of that, I don't really think there's that big of a thing they really need to fix. So I don't know. I guess we will find out what these guys have to be able to do. The other issue is, I think the small cells are working, but I am very curious to know if the bigger cells would be that much better. I think they might be, but this has been such a mess that I don't really know if I want to mess with it. I don't want to change it for fear of making it worse. Yeah, so overnight this keeps growing. The family and the recreation needs, they're quite angry. But who's actually furious about this? The Supermax guys are actually really mad about not having luxuries. Am I really going to have to get pet birds for all of the Supermax guys? So I feel like that's where this is going, and I don't like it. That's going to be a huge problem, because we're going to have to reformat all these cells. The water especially is going to be a huge pain in the butt. The way that we have this set up, we're going to have to take all these pipes out and reconfigure the whole thing. It's a little bit bigger of a job than I'm willing to do in this one episode. That might be the next one. But I think we might, because I have one square. I have one square in these cells. If I can actually, okay, they're $150 a piece. If I can get every single one of these guys a pet bird and see if that actually helps their family and their luxury needs considerably, then we at the very least can take care of this problem for the time being. And then I guess I can survey you guys on what you want to see when we redesign these cells, because I don't think we need to do the experiment anymore. Small versus large cells, because I think it can pretty much empirically be proven that the small cells are terrible. And they're directly contributing to a lot of violence and unhappiness that these guys are having. But all that being said, the pet bird is quite literally the only other thing that will fit in these cells without us completely redesigning them. So let's hope this works. We'll see what happens. We'll give them a chance to get everything built up. Obviously, this is running substantially slower at 4 times speed on this computer, so there's not going to be quite as much stuff we can get done with into this episode, but we are going to try. We're going to try to get something accomplished here. Now, I do see these things being moved around, so I think it's working. I think we're making good use of all this stuff. These guys here in the Insane Sec do not have a common room, and that is something that we were thinking about doing as well. Taking a little bit of the space in the center here and making like a little common room building. At least something like that. Figuring out what other rooms we might need to pop in here, because each of these I think are only, I guess I could just look. Yeah, they're only like 40 some guys in here. Maybe 42? Or 44 I think is the design capacity. So we wouldn't have to have a very huge common room. These guys might also appreciate having access to a chapel or a gymnasium or something, but the way everything is set up, I don't really know that there's a surefire method to improving this that's actually going to be viable. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. We do have, we got the pet birds in here. Oh, wow, yeah, the hygiene is back up to furious levels, but I'm assuming once they take the showers, that's going to improve. We can hope. I believe we'll be able to take care of that. But 7 o'clock, we should get that shower block. Oh, they're immediately angry. Wow. Okay. Like, go, just go take a shower. Why are you murdering people? All you gotta do is go get clean, man. Just go wash it off. See, look at that. You just solve all your problems. Instead of stabbing people, you can just clean yourself. But like you saw how like immediately violent this got. Man, we got 4 deaths already. That is regrettable. So I think what we've learned, this is like the only place this is happening too. Like, these guys are just, well, okay, they're always kind of mad here. But clearly we need to completely abandon this whole setup. Just wipe the slate clean, completely restart. I like the idea of having the barred walls so that they can, you know, shoot the tasers at them from outside the cells instead of getting stabbed with a screwdriver. Why do you have a screwdriver? These guys shouldn't be able to get out anywhere. What I don't have is I don't have those inspection stations. The checkpoints. So maybe we should put some checkpoints in. Maybe, just a thought here. So if I just pop that right there, then hopefully that can stop some of the contraband from getting in here. Like, these guys aren't supposed to leave at all. They're never supposed to come out of here until, of course, they're paroled, which who knows if that's ever going to happen anymore at this point. But there you have it. Violence occurring en masse in the Supermax block. And the pet birds probably have not helped. At least not to any reliable degree. So I think what we're going to have to do is we're just going to have to completely redesign this whole thing. I do still want the 1 block perimeter around. But I think the cells are going to have to be substantially bigger than 2 by 2. I don't know if I need to have them be the same size as, like, say, the minimum security guys up here. Who I think are, what are they? They are 4 by 5 maybe. I don't know if they need to be that big. But these guys have great cell quality. They're like 13. And they don't usually do violence. They have access to plenty of different stuff. So maybe that's what we need to do, is just kind of mimic that in here. Of course, I would love to see your comments, your feedback, your ideas for the Supermax stuff, because I would like for this to be viable before we clone anything up there, and see what else we have to get to. Obviously, we still have this space over here we haven't developed, and we have plenty of opportunities and things to do with that. But these guys are really not having a good time. I just need to make sure I'm not actually... Yeah, so I actually have everything closed except minimum security guys coming in. I will let the... oh, wow. 72 medium guys. I think we can handle 72 of those guys coming in at once. I'm just trying to keep Max and Supermax from getting too crazy. But we do need to get the rest of these guys in here, actually. So, I wonder, how long have I been recording this one? I'm probably trying to keep these a little shorter while I'm away so it doesn't get too circuitous and nonsensical. But I do kind of want to experiment with some cell designs. And maybe we can start over here into this corner, kind of fleshing some of that out. And you guys can let me know what you think. So if we have, say, for example, just go with like a 4x3. We'll pause the game so we don't have too many problems. So this is like, the inside of this cell would be 4x3, right? So if we did that, we could still have, where is my, let's just put in cell. If we still did, say, the comfy bed up in the corner, we could still have over here, we could have our toilet, we could have our drain, we could have our shower head in the cell. The group showers, not going to work. It's just absolutely, positively not going to work. We have the bathroom sink, and we have the sink and mirror. The sink and mirror is what we used everywhere else. So if we just did that, and saw if that worked. I actually don't know if the sink and mirror will work on a barred wall. Oh, no, it does. Okay, cool. That's good to know. But if we did that right there, this is basically going to be almost like a medium security cell. We actually, no, these are 3x5. The maximum guys are 3x3, so 3x4 I'm hoping is going to be enough space for us to have other stuff in there. Maybe depending on how this is going to shape up, it might not quite work. But if we gave these guys, say, like a desk and then a chair, we could still have the pet bird in the corner here. And then they got a little bit of space. It's not too crazy. Not too crazy. We could also, I don't want a short bookcase. There's a specific bookshelf for the cell. So if we did this layout right here, obviously I'm not going to let them build this right now. But basically we got bed, we got desk, we got chair, we got the bookshelf, we got a pet bird, and then we have the entire bathroom suite here. I think that is about as comprehensive as we could possibly get without being completely ridiculous on the Supermax guys. So if you like that idea, we can go with that. If not, then I'm obviously open to suggestions, ideas, because I don't want these guys to keep stabbing everybody, you know? It's a little bit excessive, but that's the gist of what I'm looking at here. We'll see if that ends up actually being a good thing, an improvement or not. But I think consult our room quality on this. If we can keep 200 squares for the yard and still build a common room, then maybe these guys are going to have a shot at actually enjoying life in the insane asylum. So like right here, if we build this, is this going to be big enough to put a common room, mail room, and a shop in? Oh, I actually can't do a shop because I can't employ the criminally insane guys, so it would just be a like a mail room, a library, and then a common room. So maybe it needs to be, come on, maybe it needs to be like this size. I think that should still be 200 squares. If I build that right there, make these walls, why are these guys all getting angry in here? Stop that. Why don't we pop in here? We have our insane sec, jail doors. I'll just put the big jail door here, the big jail door there. And then take a look at our different rooms. The common room really doesn't have any requirements at all, except it has to be inside, so that's an easy one. Now the library, I believe, also has to have employees, so maybe that's not going to work. But actually, mailroom, library, shop, they all require employees. So that's definitely not going to work. But if we gave them just like a big common room and maybe a chapel, they would like that. I think the yard is still big enough to get the full-size bonus, but we'll... What is... Oh. How did a visitor get in here? Oh, okay. No, that's visitation. That's allowed. That's okay. But just to kind of wrap up today, I think the easiest thing to do is just going to be to make this whole thing a common room. And then see what we're going to have to be able to see here. Common room, chapel, maybe split half and half. But, because that has to be 6x6. So that, I can't read any of this text. I'm really going to have to adjust the settings before the next time I do this, but I guess that would work as a chapel. That should be fine. Just make part of this only. It's not going to let me do it until the building's actually constructed, but shouldn't be that big of a deal. So I think it's already unreserved some of this space for the yard. Yeah, okay. It still counts. So that is going to work A-okay for us. They just have to get these guys to actually work, right? All right, so who got stabbed? Who needs to get replaced? 3 guards are dead already. Man, wouldn't want to work here. Everybody else, I believe, is good to go. Yeah, we'll let them take care of that. And then take a look around everything else. Another thing that we were going to do, maybe, I don't know, several episodes ago, was make this one big building. Haven't really found a incredibly compelling reason to do that as a priority at this exact time, but maybe that's something that should be looked into a little bit more seriously soon. Guys over here in maximum security are still getting angry and stabbing everybody every day. Well, not so much as the Supermax guys. But there is violence and all that other stuff happening in here, and we really don't want that to be a thing. I did see a comment saying that the pool table was a mistake to put in anywhere because they can just stab guys with pool cues and hide the balls and socks and stuff to, you know, just beat the crap out of people. So maybe we don't want that, but I guess we'll have to wait and see if anyone actually ends up committing any murders as a result of that. But it looks like our little expansion room here is getting pretty close to being done. Just got to wait for these workmen to come in and finish everything, but it is very close. So while we're waiting for them to finish this before we can actually turn it into a common room, seems like a pretty good time to go ahead and acknowledge all of the fantastic contributors to the channel we like to call the Beard Boosters. All of their support makes it possible to keep doing these long series like this one, where we just kind of fumble around and see what we can get done. And have more than a couple of episodes on us any single game. So those folks really truly do make it possible to do what we're doing here. And I'm very, very thankful for the support and for you as well. So you can see all the 763 names that are on that list now. Very, very, very thankful for all of the incredible support. Truly, thank you. So now we can come right back to this. This is still coded as part of the yard, I guess. So we will need to undo that and then check again. Yeah, okay, that's still the 200. We maybe could have made this a tiny bit bigger. But now we can come in here. Is the last thing we'll do today is make ourselves a little chapel. Does that say 6? I really cannot read this. How wide is the altar in here? I'm pretty sure the altar is 3 wide? It is, and it's gonna bug me to no end if it's not symmetrical. So I will go ahead and do that. Where's my okay? I want the white for insane sec. Get this all nice and taken care of. You know the drill. Oh, somebody else died. How and why did you perish? Oh, it's another guard. Okay. Well, clearly the birds have done nothing to dispel their murderous intent here over in the Supermax. But yep. Replace the guard. Go on our way. We're trying to fix our problems, folks. We are sincerely trying. This will get a lovely regular door, and then of course everything that has to make a chapel can come in here. Bring this altar in. There's no art differentiation as to what has to go where. So we will just pop these up top. And then I know this is like not really the right width for putting the pews in, but I think it's probably okay to just go ahead and do something like this. Not unheard of to have set up like that. And then, of course, we have to have our stained glass windows. I know these don't get graded. The chapels don't get graded, but how are you going to have one of these without stained glass windows, right? It just feels right. And then the rest of this, for right now, can become a common room. And then all we have to do is pop some lights in so people don't call me the Prince of Darkness in the comments again. And that should end up doing it. I guess I can just leave those 4 in right there. That should be hopefully okay. Leave some spaces there and there. There we go. Very good. I wish this would click consistently. That's like my one major gripe with how this computer operates, is sometimes it doesn't want to register clicks for me. But this should be a very nice large common room for everybody. And in fact, if I have done my imaginary math correctly, which long-time channel viewers will note is almost never the case, and I actually just proved that it is absolutely not the case here. But I was thinking, you know, how nice it would be to have these actually line up. Yeah, all the everything is good to go. Common room can obviously continue to get outfitted. But for right now, we just need to put in, I would say, 4 computer stations and some phone booths to start. And then we can continue outfitting things later. But my computer stations are, why can't I find them? I typed in, there we go. Everything's all moved around, flipped, turned upside down, etc. But computer stations, 3 of those is fine. For maximum frustration, we can pop in, where's the arcade cabinets? There we go. Pop those right next to the phone thing, so you hear that do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, whatever Pac-Man sound while you're talking to somebody, and then you turn around and stab them. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. So we'll get these guys popped in, and then we will quick connect these phones. I don't have a phone tap. Okay, well, guess what, bucko? We're gonna have some phone taps going on in here. If I can remember exactly where I can stick one of these. I guess right there is going to work out just fine. I forgot there was an office desk in the corner here. But hopefully they get that popped in here, and we'll be able, ready, good to go. But for right now, we have made some sort of tangible improvements to the Insane Sec. Obviously, we still have to fix stuff, maybe put some fun padded floors down for these guys. But, you know, I think that is a decent amount of progress for today, for this installment, and see what we're able to actually accomplish here. Yeah, see, here they come. Arcade cabinets and all the good stuff. Oh, how could we miss the fun of having 74 prisoners arrive at 0800 hours? Hopefully these guys don't, you know, murder each other again, trying to get clean. At least we have a checkpoint now where they can, you know, check at the point. I know, I'll be here all week. And by all week, I mean forever. So that's how this works. We can go ahead and quick connect. Bang, bang, bang. We got phone tapping in the Insane Sec. So there we go, folks. I guess our exit from this episode will be decorated with probably screams as people get stabbed in the shower, and then 74 guys coming in on buses to go through this incredibly tiny reception room. And now I'm realizing I probably should not have done 74. I probably should have just done it, like, I don't know, 10 at a time. But what would this series be if not for all of that chaos? Like I said previously, really appreciate the support in all these videos, Beard Boosters especially, but that is not a exclusive thing limited just to those folks. I'm glad that you're here and that we get to share this time together. I appreciate your comments. I always read them. I try to do as much integration of those suggestions as I can, and hopefully we can find a formula that's going to actually result in some success here. But that's it. I will see you in the next episode of Prison Architect next week, and of course we have more Water Beavers coming tomorrow, and we've got more Folktales coming on Monday, and Penguins will come back soon as well. But that's it, folks. We'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.